Hey now, it's your brother Marcus, Mr. Elements of Inspiration, with another edition of the Elements of Inspiration Brother Marcus podcast. Today we're going to be talking about alone. You are not meant to do life alone. The power of unity will give us the idea and the understanding of the purpose of solitude. So with that being said, everybody, we're going to get into it. And remember that you are not to, you're not, I know none of us are meant to do life alone. You know, sometimes we think that we want to be alone, right? You know, independence is power. That's what a lot of people believe, and isolation is dangerous. So you can survive alone, but will you ever thrive alone? But will you ever thrive alone? So I want us to kind of take a different perspective today and realize that we are all called to work together. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verses 9 and 10, two are what? Better than one. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. So we need to keep that in mind. In the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 12, verses 12, just as a body, though one, has many parts, so it is with Christ. There's one body, but many parts. Everybody has a function. Everybody has something that they need to do. We are stronger together, designed to function as a unit, not in isolation. So remember that you were not meant to do life alone. The other thing that I want to remind us all is there is power in being alone. Yes. What am I talking about? First, I'm saying you need to be with other people. You need to be around people. You got to work together and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there is also power in being alone with God. Very early in the morning, Jesus went off to a solitary place where he prayed. We could find that in the book of Mark, chapter 1, verses 35. Even Jesus stepped away, not to disconnect from people per se, but to reconnect with purpose. So I want to kind of break down a couple of things that's going to give us this element of inspiration, quicker picker-upper today. As always, I give you some 7 powerful points that we can take with us, and we can take that to the bank. Isolation, it feels safe, but it silences growth. See, someone, they might avoid collaboration because of past hurt. We've all been in situations where, you might have been a part of a church. I was talking about this the other day, where there is church hurt. There's an author, and his name is James Wright Sr., and he has a couple of books out, and one of the books deals with church hurt. So sometimes when we're hurt, sometimes people, they don't want to go back and work with anybody because people start peopling. But we need to understand this too. Someone may continue to look at the situation like collaborating with other people. Nah, I'm not trying to do that because it hurts, but misses the opportunity. We will miss opportunities. You will miss opportunities with mentorship and expansion if you keep moving forward on your own. Growth only happens when you allow others in. That's the only way that we're really going to truly grow, if we allow others in. There's a song by Michael Jackson, "You Were Not Alone," but why are we acting as if we are alone? So we need to get our minds right. We need to get our hearts right, and we need to reset and get focused. And the only way that we're going to be able to reset and get focused, if we look at things from a totally different perspective. You can't see your blind spots alone. Sometimes when we're out there doing our own thing, we think that we got it all together. A speaker thinks their message is perfect, but a mentor will help refine it and make it more impactful. This is the reason why we can't think that we're the end all be all. Not at all. I have to go back and remember there was a mentor that I have, Dr. Langford. He would help me along the way. He would show me my lining of my way of thinking. He didn't say that it was horrible. It was just like, it's a little bit, to the right or a little bit to the left, and you need to be focused a little bit more. And that's where we need to get mentors involved, because they will help us to see things that we do not see. Others can sharpen you. The Bible talks about iron sharpens iron. So we need someone to lift us up when we fall. Real talk, true story. When life hits hard, you know, with grief and setbacks and rejection and pain and hurt and situationships from relationships that we thought were relationships, we need, voices that will remind us who we are. Listen, alone, you may stay down, but together you'll rise again. The one and only thing that I can really, co-sign, and I can co-sign this whole message, of course, is collaboration multiplies impact. Collaboration multiplies impact. See, one radio show reaches hundreds, but partnerships can reach thousands or millions. See, unity expands our reach and our influence. This is the reason why I always say, if you want to sponsor, you want to support, let's work together. I'll be able to help you to reach audiences that you've never met and vice versa. You'll be able to introduce me to people in situations that I never thought that I'd be in. And so together we have a supernatural, powerful impact, and we can change the lives of others. So we need to work together. It expands our reach and our influence. And accountability, this is a big one. Accountability keeps you consistent. It does. You say that you're going to launch something, but you delay. You start to procrastinate. I remember there was a friend of mine who used to say, don't be procrastinating when the day just begun. See, a team or a partner helps you stay committed. Alone, when you're alone, excuses grow. Together, discipline grows. So we got to remember this. We got to solidify ourselves. You know what I'm saying? In, doing better. Solitude is for strength, not escape. Now, let me rewind that again. Solitude is for strength, not escape. Taking time to pray, reflect, and reset, not to hide, but to prepare. Being alone with God refuels you. It refuels you. It refuels you to do better and focus on your assignment. So no matter what, you got to remember that your purpose requires people. Everybody's purpose requires people. We're not on this earth to do it alone. No movement, no business, no ministry, no mission succeeds without people. Your calling is bigger than you. It requires connection. See, the thing is this, you were never created to carry life all by yourself. God designed you for connection. Not just to be helped, but to also help somebody else. There's a song that goes, if I can help somebody along the road, then I know that my living is what? Not in vain. So take time to be alone with God. And please don't stay alone and away from people, because your next level is connected to someone else. So grow and thrive, and we can all win together. That's today's Element of Inspiration. Brother Marcus Quicker Picker-Upper. And as usually I say on the radio, don't touch that dial. But in this case, don't touch that podcast. We'll be right back with more of the Elements of Inspiration.